Hello and what is up? I am Mr. Usual Gamer and you are YouTubers or viewers. Yeah, we'll go with that. You guys are viewers because you are. And I'm bringing you something different. It's a free-for-all match, but it's a 1v1. I'm going up against some kid who thought that he could beat me. He's one of my friend's friends. I'm not gonna get into like, oh yeah, my friend's friends, my uncle's cousin's sister. It's just one of my friend's friends, and he wanted to 1v1 and it's actually somewhat boring because it's kind of hard to find someone in a 1v1, but it does bring up to the point that why do people 1v1? Like, I feel that it's somewhat lost meaning. Like, it used to be in Modern Warfare 2 and in COD 4, Black Ops 1, all of them, it was more of, 1v1s showed skill. In Black Ops 1, it kind of turned into, it was on Nuketown, and 1v1s kind of just showed, oh yeah, that guy knows the spawn points. Because spawn killing like crazy, and that's kind of what 1v1s turned in. It's like, oh, you know the spawn points, you're not good, you just know where people spawn. And that's why we're doing this 1v1 on a raid, because it's too large to spawn points halfway across the map. I mean, I know someone's probably gonna do it, but I don't know the spawn points, this guy doesn't know the spawn points, so it's alright. And, I mean, that's kind of the thing, like, do you people, like, in general, feel that 1v1s are like, they show no skill? Like, the thing that I kind of didn't like that kind of was introduced with Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 was how they had separate private match, like, custom classes. I preferred the Black Ops 1 Modern Warfare 2 style where you had the same custom classes as you had online. If you played the game and you unlocked that gun, like with Modern Warfare 3, if you played the game and you were level 80 and you had the AK-47, I want to say it's in that game, then you could use that gun. If you had the FAD, or no, that's a bad example because Modern Warfare 3 is the exception there. In Modern Warfare 2, if you were level 70 and you had the AK, you could use it. And you earned it, because you got to that level. In Modern Warfare 3, it's like, you could be a level 7 and run around with the MP7 suppressor and, a schma on your back or a Kimbo FMJ9s. And you didn't earn it. I mean, it seems like it did make it even because everyone had everything unlocked, which made it fair in that aspect, but it doesn't make it fair because I actually worked to unlock those guns and create those classes, and I'm not seeing that, it's benefiting me in any way, because everyone has everything. Like, it's stripping me of everything I did. And that's kind of the thing that I didn't like about the private matches. But I do understand that it is somewhat better, but that's my opinion on the private match change. 1v1s, I still do think that they do prove something, or they can prove something, if they're done correctly. Like, there's always going to be that guy who's using the noobiest gun in the game, knows the spawns, asks you to 1v1, and he's going to win every time because they know where you're going to spawn, they got a noob tube on their gun pointed right at their spawn, and they're just spawn killing you. And yes, that only proves that you know the spawns, in which case 1v1s aren't that good. Other people I've heard say 1v1s, all that means is that you play the game longer and you have no life. And yeah, I mean, maybe that's true, maybe you're just naturally good at the game. I know people who have never played the Call of Duty before, and I've played a lobby of them, like, at their house, and they'll go online and they'll go positive 2.0 KDR. And I know other people who, they're cheering if they get one kill, as, I got attack dogs out or something like that. And it changes with every person, so that I feel is not really valid. the point that, oh, you play the game, so you must have, you know, that's why you're winning because you have more time played. Which is, it's a very loose topic to talk about what 1v1s mean. Personally, I enjoy them. I find them fun. But, like I said before, they gotta be done correctly. No newbie guns. None of that garbage where, you know, someone's camping in the corner and you can't find them and you're running around for 10 minutes trying to find someone. Because that's not fun. That's why people chose to have them on Nuketown and Dome and Firing Range in small maps, because it was not impossible to camp, but you could basically circle the map and check every location within, you know, 45 seconds to a minute 30. And that was good about the game, because, you know, a 1v1 would last really fast. Or, not, it wouldn't last, it would go by at a decent pace, and most likely, you know, people just ran to the center of the map, and that's the kill box. Everyone just goes to the center, and you don't have to worry about chasing someone or following them or running the outsides, because everyone's going to the center. And that can be good or bad. I mean, it all depends on, I guess, your personal preference of it and how you like to play. So that's how I see it. I mean, I really like 1v1s. I'll be honest with you guys. If any of you want to 1v1 me, hit me up. I'll 1v1 whoever. I mean, it's not just a way of, I find, excuse me, yeah, it's not just a way of, you know, proving your skill to other people. I find it as actually fun. Like, if I find someone in a game lobby that has a KD of like 7.6 and they're actually legit, like no boosting or anything, I'll ask them to 1v1 even though I know I will be destroyed. It's just the simple factor that hopefully they'll play it fair and not spawn camp, but I'll get to see their gaming style, and I'll get to watch and learn how they play. That's another thing that I really like, is everyone plays differently, a little differently. I mean, you can have broad categories and, you know, put someone into Slayer, support, OBJ, and that kind of thing, like for GB. But everyone does play differently. They check corners differently, they have different sensitivities, button layouts. Everything's different, and that's the thing that I like, is you somewhat get a chance to see into another person's way of gaming, because it's you and them. They're learning your gaming style, you're learning theirs, and I feel that it makes you better. No matter what it is, whether it's quickscoping, all guns, whatever. I think it makes you better when you 1v1. And it's simply because you're learning another gaming style, and then say you watch someone like climb up a building and they kill you, like in this map raid. You can get into that bedroom over on the other side of the map where my gun's pointing. You can get in there by jumping up the side of the front of it and shoot right through the glass. Most people might not know that. On Nuketown, the sign that's right there with the time to detonation, or whatever you want to call it, the population board, you can just jump right on top of it. You don't have to go the sideways. And if you see someone doing all these different things in a 1v1, you're going to be like, wow, someone just killed me there in a completely different match. I'm going to use this tactic and I'm going to get them. And it makes you better. It's somewhat of a learning experience, except for it's one-on-one. And with anything, whether it's gaming, whether it's science, history, math, whatever, people tend to learn faster and better if it's one-on-one. It's just a standardized thing. I mean, I feel that that's the case. Excuse me again. My mouth's getting really dry. And that's actually something that I like about gaming. It's another thing. Like, you can compare it to things that you wouldn't be able to compare it to. And this is let alone, I know I'm just touching the 1v1 part of gaming here because my channel is mostly gaming. Well, it's all gaming practically, but you could even go into, say, like, 1v1 in airsoft, paintball, basketball, any of this stuff. And with those kind of things, I mean, with sports doing 1v1s, it does get more into playing more skill. I believe I don't play sports, so I wouldn't know for sure. Comment below so you can let me know your insight if you guys play sports. But from my understanding, it's mostly that would come down so that it's actually fair doing a 1v1 in that, you know, more time played, you're going to be better, more training, all that stuff. It will make you better, I feel. So that's how I'm looking at it, but it could be just like gaming where people can cheat at it just the same way. They can do newbie things, they can, you know, I guess you would say cheat, even though with sports, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, there is, like, you know, penalties or something for cheating in that, which kind of eliminates it, but there's always going to be that guy who gets through. And you could even go into that, like, does 1v1ing prove anything? Because it does, like, on a 1v1 basis, which it is, but in Call of Duty, there's only one game type that you're playing by yourself, and that's free-for-all. And you don't have to rely on your team. And everything else is a team-based game. Every single other game type, you have a team. So that seems, you know, to be more fair. Everyone has, you know, backup. Everyone can communicate with everyone. And sometimes, yeah, your team doesn't work together, but I feel that that's also on you. It's on the gamer. If you want your team to work together, you know, you can find people who want to do the exact same thing as you. And when you work together, you're going to do better, you're going to go positive, and you're going to win. So it's kind of up to you whether you feel that, you know, doing a 4v4 is more fair than a 1v1. I find it to be somewhat even. I mean, my purpose for 1v1ing is to get better and learn stuff about other players. I hope you enjoyed this commentary on 1v1ing and all of this Call of Duty stuff. Please, if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you had a nice day. I did, and thanks for watching.